What's going on? Yeah, I just kind of got a freaking download real quick. Okay? Check this out. The Mayans used to have this religion where if they didn't basically commit human sacrifice, the sky snake would come and freaking eat the sun, right? And we obviously know that it's that's not true, but yeah, hey, they still have done human sacrifices ever since. But I find this so interesting, man, that it's like you got the Ku Klux Klan, right? Well, the old deity in the Mayan culture was called Ku Klux Klan, Ku Klux Klan, right? Ku Klux Klan, Ku Klux Klan, right? Well, you got this raza, right? Listen, I ain't got nothing against Mexican people and look having like respect for your ethnic background, right? But look, I have respect for my ethnic background, and hey, Indians weren't perfect. We done some fucked up shit. Gotta acknowledge that shit. But they're basically, it's the same philosophy as the fucking Ku Klux Klan, which is Ku Klux Klan, is that they're the master race or whatever. I mean, even my people say, yeah, there's a one definition, the Aboriginal original man. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of means like ancient man. But you know that can kind of look, neither here nor there. But it's like in these times, actually, with the mainstream neoconservative mindset, which is it's overpopulation, artificial scarcity, neo-fascism, which you control all the resources, and you also limit the amount of births, deaths. Freaking like, look, you're in control of that. The government is freaking like, look, there's overseers, the freaking priest class, and it's the same. We're actually practicing the same Mayan freaking the Mayan religion. I mean, they're sacrificing people here. They're doing it in different forms. They're sending them off to die in war, abortion, and I believe, listen, just like in Nazi science, man, they would target certain ethnic groups in the hospital and do experiments on them and then get rid of them that way. But it's to stop the sky from falling. And they used to say, oh, the sun, the fucking ozone layer. They don't even talk about that shit anymore. Now it's all global warming. Like they changed the terminology for the sake of overpopulation and global warming. The sky snake's gonna eat the sun unless we do these things. It's the same fucking, it's the same thing. It's just only changed in name. It's kind of like, just like, look, you, if you do study the religions, all the old pagan religions, it's the same shit as the Greeks and the Egyptian. The pantheon, it's all the same pantheon across the planet. And even Hebrews at some time worship these same pantheon of gods. You know what I'm saying? So it's in our in ancestral memory for sure. But it's like there's only, it's the same religion across the planet. It's just everybody tells it from their own, it's a retelling of the same story. And it's like we're unaware of it. That just like I heard people say that the real Satanists who work in the abortion clinics, they see that shit as a blood sacrifice. So they're basically doing the same thing, sacrificing the children to Moloch. It's freaking Baal worship. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, but just people are unaware because they've desanitized it spiritually into some kind of scientific kind of like legalese, where they just change the name and description of certain words or the meaning and definition, just like they do with corporation and the maritime amnesty law. Freaking look, it's the same legalese, Black's Law Book. where they have tricky definitions and contexts in which they use words, which is basically witch language. It's the spell of spelling. They're literally casting spells, papal bulls. And just people don't dude, nobody is freaking really, your average Joe ain't aware. There are pockets of people who do understand, but look, dude, it's even deeper sometimes than that. It goes really deep. But it's like through the climate change, green agenda, the fucking look, the New World Order. They want everybody microchipped. If you look, find a solution. They want to get rid of eugenics. It's the same things that was going on then. It's just evolved, and it has a different word, but it's the same thing. Scientific can mean superstitious, because look, all these eugenics beliefs are fucking, I mean, all of our concepts, man, a lot of concepts about the universe are from like the 1600s. They're all outdated. You know what I'm saying? And these people operate off an outdated mindset. You know what I'm saying? And it's obvious, because it's like you don't even realize you're doing the same fucking things the Mayans did. How come people can't necessarily connect the dots? That it's the same, and it's just like, look, when I went to the hockey game, freaking, when the two fucking national anthems came on, everybody had to stand up. I mean, you didn't have to, but look, it's just like, look, it would be rude, but look, it's so similar to Nebuchadnezzar, man. And when you hear the dulcimer and the freaking violin and the I don't know, there's a bunch of instruments it names, but when they all hit at once, you have to drop everything you're doing and bow, which is worship. I mean, to stand, I don't know if that's considered worship. If you stand with your arms raised, that was considered a kind of worship by Moses when he lifted his arms, and as long as his arms were lifted, they would the armies of Israel would keep winning. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just observations. But yeah, man, it's this New World Order isn't the New World Order. It's just the old world order. This happened in Egypt also, where there was a period where you had a good pharaoh, and he actually did worship one god. You know what I'm saying? And when he died, his son took over and then switched it back to the pantheon. I don't know if it was the pantheon first, then they repented and friggin' came to the knowledge of the truth and acknowledged the one God, and then it flipped back. They backslid. They, and they started practicing the old fucking, and all this pagan shit leads to crazy stuff like that, man, where you got to sacrifice people to keep the sky snake from eating the sun. And it's the same thing as overpopulation, artificial scarcity, and eco-fascism. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what in a nutshell, that's what the New World Order is. It's a neo-feudal frickin' prison society, globally. Frickin' banana republic globally. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Trying to articulate this the best I can for my ability. If I'm wrong, go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, okay? Please do. I'm open. Listen, you could leave in the comments, man. But look, you can't just say, hey, dude, you're crazy. And that's an ad hominem attack. Tell me why I'm wrong. Convince me otherwise, sir, or good ma'am. Frickin' please, fucking, look, tell me why. At least articulate that. Then we can have discourse, okay? That's how building happens. It's like, look, all right, I'm not going to get all offended and butthurt if you prove me wrong. And you shouldn't neither, man. Grow the fuck up.